Our #1 most extreme survivor is so tough you can find it just about anywhere on the planet. From the bottom of the ocean to the top of the Himalayas. It can survive in hot springs and freezing Arctic wastelands, dry deserts, and humid rainforests. And it can even survive in your backyard. Entomologist Ruud Kleinpast is hunting for the world's toughest animal. You can find the most extreme survivor anywhere there's moss or lichen. The only problem is that the world's toughest animal is very, very small. Coming in at #1 in the countdown is the water bear.
It's a real shame that the water bears are so small. They're invisible to the naked eye, but if you could see them, they look cute. Just like little teddy bears.
Normally, this tiny animal waddles around on its 4 pairs of plump little legs, sucking the juices out of mosses and lichens. But when the going gets tough, how can the cute and squishy water bear be tougher than a grizzly bear? The water bear is the most extreme survivor on the planet because when conditions get tough, this animal effectively curls up and dies. It loses 99% of the water in its body and enters a state of suspended animation. Let's say a water bear starts getting too cold. It'll shrink down, retract all its legs, and shut down all systems until conditions improve. Once they're in this state, they're practically indestructible. Imagine if you were as tough as a water bear. If things started getting too cold, all you have to do is curl up and lose virtually all the water in your body. You'd enter a state of suspended animation. Freezing solid would be no problem to a human water bear. Water bears can survive temperatures as low as -200 degrees Celsius. Extreme heat would be no trouble either. Water bears have survived a scorching 150 degrees. Imagine if a human was exposed to radioactive material. You could be 200 kilometers downwind from a nuclear blast and still get a lethal dose of fallout. That's about 500 rontgens, the units used to measure radiation. The indestructible water bear has been shown to survive 1,000 times that amount. And life in the desert would be no trouble for a water bear. With nothing to drink, most humans would last less than 2 days. But even camels are no match for one incredible water bear. A long time ago, a water bear was trapped in a museum specimen of dried moss. It came back to life when scientists added water to the moss 120 years later. The water bear's toughness is literally out of this world because it could even survive the vacuum of space. It seems you can never judge an animal by its soft and squishy looks. After all, when it comes to survival, the water bear really is the most extreme.